Welcome to Lesson 1. In this video, we will lay the foundation for the essential sentence structure which allows you to say, A is B. You will learn how to introduce yourself, identify topics with the particle wa, and basic greetings. We will also cover how to ask questions with the particle ka and how to describe your actions and occupation. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to confidently introduce yourself, ask simple questions, and talk about what you do. Let's begin. We'll begin by watching a short clip of two people introducing themselves. If this is your first introduction to Japanese, the words may blend, and you may not understand what's going on. Don't worry, by the end of this lesson we'll play the clip again, and you'll be surprised you understand everything they're saying.
はじめまして。私は山田です。よろしくお願いします。
はじめまして、私は田中です。こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
お仕事は何をしていますか？
私は教師です。山田さんは？
私は会社員です。
Did you understand what happened? If not, it's okay. We'll explain everything. Key sentences. We're going to learn some essential Japanese phrases used when meeting someone for the first time. These are polite, natural expressions you will hear in everyday Japanese, at work, at school, or when traveling in Japan. When you meet someone for the first time, you say,
はじめまして。
This phrase means nice to meet you.
はじめまして。
はじめまして。
In English, we say nice to meet you, but in Japanese,
はじめまして。
literally means this is the first time. You only use this phrase the very first time you meet someone. If you already know the person, you do not say again.
はじめまして。
Say it calmly and politely.
はじめまして。
Let's talk about the phrase.
私は山田です。
This can be translated as I am Yamada.
私は山田です。
私は田中です。
Let's break this down.
私
Means I or me.
は
The particle
は
marks what the sentence is about. In this case, what's being discussed is me, so I say,
私は
literally, me, what I'm talking about.
です。
Doesn't have a perfect translation in English. An approximation is the verb to be, it is, or it is so, but technically speaking, it simply makes the sentence more polite. So together.
私は山田です。
What I'm talking about, Yamada it is. In everyday Japanese, people often drop the topic, especially in casual speech. So it's fine to simply say,
山田です。
but for beginners, it's perfectly correct and polite to include the.
私は
Let's look at the phrase.
よろしくお願いします。
Unfortunately, there's no exact English translation. It can roughly mean nice to meet you, or please be kind to me.
よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
The literal translation of
よろしく
is in a favorable way. And the literal translation of
お願いします。
is I request. So a word-for-word translation would be, favorably, I make a request. In general, Japanese uses this phrase to express goodwill and politeness, and you almost always say this after stating your name. If someone says,
よろしくお願いします。
you can reply with,
こちらこそ
it means likewise or the pleasure is mine.
よろしくお願いします。
こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
The word
こちら
means this way. And
こそ
is a particle used for emphasis. So it implies it is I who should be saying that. Now, let's learn how to ask someone what they do for work. The phrase is,
お仕事は何をしていますか？
this literally means what work are you doing? but it's the standard way to ask, what is your job?
お仕事は何をしていますか？
Let's break it down. First,
お仕事、
it starts with the honorific prefix, o, making it polite,
仕事、
means work or job. Then comes the particle,
は、
it's the spotlight, telling us what the topic is. In this case, work,
何を、
comes next,
何、
means what, and
お、
is the object particle. Finally,
していますか？
means are you doing? The
か、
at the end makes it a question. Altogether,
お仕事は何をしていますか？
practice saying it out loud. To answer the question about your work, you can use the A equals B pattern.
私は、
Something.
です。
For example,
私は教師です。
this means I am a teacher. Let's break it down.
私
Means I
は、
is the topic particle or the spotlight.
教師
Means teacher. And
です。
means am or is. You can replace
教師、
with any other job title to describe what you do. For example, use
学生、
if you are a student.
私は学生です。教師、
Means teacher.
学生、
Means student.
会社員、
Means office worker.
私は教師です。
私は学生です。
私は会社員です。
Here's a shortcut for asking questions when the context is already set. For example, if you say, I am a teacher.
私は教師です。
And if in turn you want to ask someone's occupation, you don't have to repeat the whole sentence. You can just ask.
山田さんは、
It implies, what about Mr. Yamada?
私は教師です。山田さんは、
This is a very common way to keep a conversation flowing without repeating full sentences. Let's look at the grammatical expressions in more detail. We are going to unlock the single most useful sentence structure in the Japanese language. If you learn nothing else today, learn this. It is the A equals B pattern. In Japanese, we use a rhythmic formula, topic plus
は、
plus information plus.
です。
First, let's talk about the sound.
は、
In this structure, this word acts like a spotlight. It points to the word before it and says, we are talking about this thing now. If I want to talk about myself, I say,
私、
then I add the spotlight.
私は、
Now let's jump to the end. In Japanese, the verb comes at the very end. This is the word.
です。
It acts like a polite period. It confirms that A equals B. So, let's build the bridge using the word for student.
学生、
Step 1. Pick your topic.
私
Step 2. Add the spotlight.
は、
Step 3. Add the information. Let's use the word for student, which is.
学生
Step 4. Seal it with the verb.
です。
One more time fluidly.
私は学生です。
Literally, this translates to, as for me,
Student it is.
or more naturally, I am a student. Let's try a different one. This is a pen. The word for this is.
これ、
Pen is just.
ペン。
Can you build the sentence?
これはペンです。
So, your homework. Walk around your room and point at things. Point at a book and say,
これは、
book.
です。
Do it for other things. Point at yourself.
私は
Your name.
です。
Now we're going to learn how to describe what you are doing. The key expression is
しています。
this is the continuous form of the verb to do. In English, it's like saying I am doing. The formula looks like this. Action plus the object particle
お
plus.
しています。
Let's try an example with study. The Japanese word is
勉強
to say I am studying. We build it step by step. First the action,
勉強
then add the particle.
お
And finally,
しています。勉強をしています。
I am studying. This pattern is also very common for jobs. For example, work is.
仕事
To say I am working, we say,
仕事をしています。
you can even use it for your specific role. If you are a teacher, which is,
先生
you can say,
先生をしています。
this sounds very natural and professional in Japanese. It means I am working as a teacher. So remember the formula, action plus.
お
Plus.
しています。
Try applying it to what you are doing right now. Now, we're going to learn how to ask a question. In English, turning a statement into a question can be messy. You have to rearrange the words. You turn "you are American" into "are you American?" In Japanese, you don't move a single word. You simply add a question mark at the end of the sentence. But since we are speaking, that question mark is a sound. That sound is
か
think of
か
as a spoken question mark. It goes at the very end, right after.
です。
It has a rising intonation. Listen.
ですか
So, the formula becomes topic plus
は
plus information plus
です。
plus.
か
Let's look at our example from last time. This is a pen.
これはペンです。
To turn this into is this a pen? We just add the magic sound.
これはペンですか
Did you hear that rise at the end?
これはペンですか
Let's try a tasty example. The word for sushi is.
寿司
If you point at a dish and want to ask, is this sushi? You say.
これは寿司ですか
Now, let's try asking someone a question. The word for you is.
あなた
The word for student is.
学生
To ask, are you a student? We build the bridge just like a statement and lift it up at the end.
あなたは学生ですか
Once more, smoothly.
あなたは学生ですか
Your homework is to turn everything into a question. Is this a book?
これは
Book.
ですか
Is this coffee?
これは
Coffee.
ですか
You are now ready to ask about the world around you. Let's see the skit again. I'm sure you'll understand the conversation.
はじめまして。私は山田です。よろしくお願いします。
はじめまして、私は田中です。こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
お仕事は何をしていますか？
私は教師です。山田さんは
私は会社員です。
If you want to practice what you've learned in this lesson, head over to Japanichi.com. Here's what you'll find there. In the core lesson, you will find a natural dialogue with interactive word and sentence translations, essential phrases with audio pronunciation, Detailed explanations of grammar patterns used in this lesson. The vocabulary introduced in this lesson with definitions. Next, the exercises. Practice constructing sentences with AI feedback. Record yourself speaking and get AI evaluation. Finally, the practice section. Apply what you've learned in conversational scenarios. Listen to audio and answer comprehension questions. Have a conversation with AI to practice naturally.